Esta... El programa con las buenas entrevistas a tus luchadores favoritos. Con la voz de la experiencia, Superboy. Y las vaciladas del bandido. Ya comienza el programa Hablando de Lucha. Hablando de Lucha.
Buenas noches, amigos, ¿cómo estamos? Good evening, everyone, on a special edition de Hablando de Lucha, edición especial, hoy lunes de Hablando de Lucha. Antes de nada, quiero mandar un fuerte saludo a mi compañero Superboy, que anda un poco enfermo hoy y nos puede acompañar. Ojalá que nos esté mirando. Le mandamos un fuerte abrazo y aquí a todos nuestros amigos, mándale sus buenos deseos al Superboy, que se mejore. Pero hoy, amigos, hoy tenemos una gran invitada preparándonos para Shot to the Heart este fin de semana que ya se acercó, ya se llegó la fecha. We have a special guest. Like I was saying, I'll give a big shout out to my buddy Superboy, who's not feeling too well. So you'll give him the best wishes. But today we have a special guest. Making her debut at NTLL this Saturday, Shot to the Heart. And she has her hands full with our champion, Zaira, La Tóxica. We have here live, first time ever, KARISMA. Hey, KARISMA.
Hola, ¿cómo estamos?
Bien, bien, ¿cómo estás tú?
Bien, ando un poquito cansada, pero todo bien. All good.
Te quiero agradecer porque yo sé que la semana pasada estuviste entrenando toda la semana, tienes un schedule bien ocupado. Aquí hablamos bipolar, ¿eh? We do English and Spanish.
Gotcha.
So like I was saying, last week you had a very busy schedule. You had out-of-town guest trainer. So you've been training all week, and then today was like the only day we could get you on, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come in on the program. One, because we have a lot of fans down here in SoCal that are excited to see you. And two, there's a lot of fans that are asking, who's KARISMA? So this is the best way to introduce you to the fans. Like, tell us a little bit about yourself, KARISMA. How did you get started in wrestling? You know?
Yeah. So my story is a little cliche. I was really interested in the reality show Total Divas back when that first came out, like in 2015 or something like that, 14, 15. And in that first season and those first few episodes, like seeing the fact that at that point, girls were such an afterthought in wrestling, that women were, you know, where you go to get up and use the bathroom or go take a snack break, or, you know, matches were, you know, bra and panty matches or 2 minutes long or not even that. That little fire under me. And I wanted to be a part of how that could all change. I wanted to be a part of the way that women show the world that we can do anything and everything just as well as the men, and we look good doing it.
You know, that's funny because that's one of the reasons we here at NTL, we've pushed strong for a women's division. And, you know, we started the Night of the Victorias. The reason of the Night of Victorias is because Night of the victory for women.
Yeah.
Una victoria para la mujer. And we've done 4 already and 4 sold outs, like completely sold outs. And I really push hard here for our women's division. I think we're one of the only companies that has 2 to 3 women matches on the card at the events. And that's the same reason, because I believe the same thing as you just said. Women's wrestling was always considered the bathroom break or the joke of the comic match. And honestly, I see a lot of girls out there that train really hard. It's like, you know, let's give them a break. Let's build a strong women's division. And this Saturday, you have the opportunity to become part of the women's division. And not only that, you're facing Zaira, Tóxica, who's coming back off a victory off Sexy Star from AAA. So what are your thoughts on that, KARISMA?
This will be the second time that Zaira and I have met up against each other. First time in singles action. So I'm excited for us to go head to head. And she's an amazing competitor, and she's champion for a reason, obviously. But I'm also a great competitor. So I hope to come to NTLL to show how good of a competitor I am, and that I can come in and belong in your women's division.
Now, do you have something in? Have you been like seeing her videos? Because I spoke with Zyra and she told me the same thing, that she had been in a match with you, but it was a tag match, and that's totally different. When you get to it, it's totally different. One, because it's a tag match, but two, she was not the champion yet. And another, you were not coming into her house to challenge her for the championship. So that ups the scale a lot if you see it. Now, how do you see, what's your state of mind on going into this match? One, coming all the way down from Northern California. We're talking about travel. We're talking about coming to a new company, seeing new fan bases, talking to everything. This has to be a lot on your mind, no?
It is, but I'm excited. Especially over the past year, I have been able to branch out a lot and have a lot of adventures and a lot of new experiences. Middle of last year, I spent 6 weeks living and training in Mexico and performing over there, which was incredible. And since then, I've done a couple of things here and there in LA area, and some people have seen me down there, but LA has not seen this charisma that now has a little more experience under her belt, her literal belt. And now that I've won my own championship with another company, I'm excited to show that I don't just deserve one championship, that I can be a champion anywhere. And what better way to make a statement coming into a company for the first time than to challenge the champion. So that's exactly what I want to do. I want to make a statement. I want to show what I got, and I want to show that I belong. And I don't doubt that Zyra's going to give me a run for my money. I don't doubt it one bit. But I welcome it. I'm excited for it.
Now, and you see, I've been following your career. I think we spoke probably about 6 months ago when we started speaking about trying to get you to come down. Just the dates weren't matching up, but I was following, like seeing what you've been doing, and I've been really impressed because in the last 6 months, you have really brought up your game. You brought up your game a lot, and I've been telling all the girls down here in SoCal, Northern California has a lot of strong and great women wrestlers. We just had down here Brooke Havoc. We just had Laura.
She and I know each other well.
And you guys have a great talented women wrestlers up in NorCal, and that's why it's kind of cool to bring you guys down here, because one, the fans are asking for you guys they want to see you guys live, and two, it's like we said, in order to have a strong women's division, we have to bring in girls that are going to test each other. And honestly, I'm very excited for this match. I'm very excited to see KARISMA in NTL for the first time. But not only that, against La Toxica, anything could happen that night.
Literally, anything goes. And with Zyra, you never know what you're going to get out of her at any given moment, in any given day, at any given match. And that's going to keep me on my toes. That's for sure. It's enough to keep any girl on their toes. So I'm going to have to be really ready on Saturday when I come down there. It's, and I'm hoping that all the experience and all the hard work that I've been putting in up to this point has made me ready for it.
And We have a great fan of ours down here, Luis Rosales. He says, Buenas noches, bandido. Hi, Karisma. Can't wait to see you back in SoCal scene for this coming Saturday. Shot to the heart.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm thrilled. It's going to be, you know, I love to branch out and I love getting the new experience, and I'm excited to bring a lot of what I learned in Mexico down to Zaira and see if she can keep up.
Wow. She just had a great match with the international star, Sexy Star.
The Sexy Star, yeah.
And so, I think she could keep up. I have no doubt she could keep up. And honestly, I just hope the fans can keep up. That's the thing. Now, let me ask you guys, where are you from?
I'm from right here in the Bay Area. I'm from right here, a little town near, kind of right in between San Francisco and San Jose, California. Born and raised here, and still haven't left.
No, pero hablas español.
Sí.
Sí, ¿papás son de México?
No, no, somos de aquí, todos de aquí. Cuando tenía como 5 o 6 años, empecé a aprender español en la escuela, en la primaria, y seguí aprendiendo español hasta como el 10º grado, algo así. Y durante la pandemia empecé otra vez a refrescar todo mi español en la universidad. Entonces tomé todas las clases otra vez para refrescarme al lenguaje. Y luego me casé con un mexicano. Mi esposo es de Morelia, Michoacán, y vivimos con su mamá, con mi suegra, y ella no habla nada de inglés. Nada, nada, nada. Entonces, pues tengo que hablar español casi todo el tiempo en la casa.
Now, ¿y ahora qué dice tu esposo de que eres luchadora?
Era luchador también.
¿Oh, sí?
Sí, nos encontramos en la lucha libre en el entrenamiento, pero se lastimó de sus rodillas y su espalda, entonces ahora no está luchando, pero ahora está haciendo algo similar como actuación. Entonces todavía está usando sus skills que aprendió en la lucha libre, pero él me apoya todo el tiempo, me apoya.
Órale. And that's cool, that's really good that you have the support, because wrestling is a hard business. It's hard, not just in the ring, but out of the ring. You're traveling all the time and everything. So it makes it hard on the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Very. I can't say it's been easy. And no, obviously, like, no marriage is perfect. No relationship is perfect. And wrestling relationships even more so. But if it's a dream, then you're going to chase it no matter what, and you're not going to let anybody get in your way. And I think he's kind of just come to terms with that. That nothing and no one's going to get in my way of being successful in wrestling.
Now, how long have you been wrestling for?
Training for almost 7 years. May will be 7 years.
Wow.
But I didn't start performing until a little bit later. I didn't start actually performing in matches until 2019-ish, 2018, okay. 2019.
Well, that's right about the right time for a person to start performing. So you for 7 years, we're talking about what, 2015?
Like, yeah. So like 2016 I started, and about 2 to 3 years in, started actually having matches consistently.
That's the right way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times out there that after 6 months they want to get into the ring.
Yeah, I did not get thrown into it, and I'm thankful for that.
That's
yeah.
That's
training at Pro Wrestling Revolution has been, I've never trained anywhere else. I found it back in 2016, and it's been my home ever since. And I've been well taken care of, and gotten to do a lot because of it.
Now, how did you find your trains? How did you take that one step from seeing it on TV and like being like, wow, I want to do that? How did you take that step, and how did you find the school to go to?
Yeah. Well, I honestly was looking for something to do after I graduated college. And I've always been an athlete. I grew up playing softball. I played softball from age 5, well into adulthood. And yeah, softball, volleyball, cheerleading and dance. I water polo, lots of different sports, tons of sports. But it's actually hard to find sports that you can do, like organized sports to do as an adult. And so I was just, with the combination of the fact that I had just seen the stuff on TV with Total Divas, and there were, that women's movement was getting ready to take hold, and the fact that I was just looking for something to do after college that, would keep my mind in shape, keep my body in shape, and just something I could have fun with. And I never saw it going as far as it did. I didn't think it was going to be like a temporary thing or anything, but I never saw myself doing the things that I've done. I never saw myself going to Mexico to wrestle. I never saw myself traveling around the States to wrestle. But I'm so happy. Like I guess I just went to the right place at the right time, and I found it at the right point in my life that I was really ready to do something.
Wow. And how did you end up in Mexico?
Well, so we have, Pro Wrestling Revolution up here in Northern California. We have, relationships with a lot of different places and people. And somebody who was wrestling for us pretty frequently at the time, was Bandito. And and so we had talked to him about, he had a school out in Mexico City. And so we kind of just started a conversation about me going out there and staying there in the gym, in the dojo, and training for, whatever amount of time I could get off my shoot job to make it happen. And so I stayed down there in Mexico City in their dojo for 6 weeks and just trained my heart out.
Wow.
It was amazing. And I've gone back to Mexico 3 times since then. And I've done things like I've done things I never thought I would do. I never thought that I'd win my first championship in Mexico. I never thought that I would get to wrestle in the Coliseo. And so it's made my dreams come true. So, and the fact that I know Spanish has helped. Thank goodness.
Always.
Yes.
Now here going back to what we're talking about, on your relationship, 6 weeks, 6 weeks away from your husband, or did he go with you?
No, he stayed here. Yeah, just because I was enjoying it so much, it wasn't that hard for me. I was having a blast. Training every day. I was busy all day, every day. There were some days where I was doing 3 different trainings a day, morning and then early afternoon and then nighttime. So I was busy. I was occupied. My brain was occupied. I'm sure it was hard for him. But like I said, he was supportive the whole time. And I think it also helped that I got to come back for a little bit in between, because we had the Queen of Indies tournament, the first Queen of Indies. And so I flew back for a weekend. Lady Apache and I flew back, and we were involved in Queen of Indies, and then went back and finished out the 6 weeks.
Awesome. That's really, really cool. Because a lot of people, they jump into training and they start working shows, but then when they have an opportunity, like they don't want to go away for 6 weeks.
Right.
They're like, wait, I can't go away for 6 weeks. And like you said, how bad do you want your goal?
Mhm.
How bad you want to reach it. And that speaks highly of you because you put your life on hold for 6 weeks to go out there and work for what you really want to do.
Yeah.
That speaks really highly of you. We have a couple comments here real quick. We have Angel, speedy recovery, boy. Saturday's event is going to be a good hell of a show. Thank you.
Is that Zyra on his picture?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Okay, here we go. And Luis Rosales is not going to let me lie. Angel always has a picture, and then he'll change his picture.
I was going to say, this Saturday, we might have to get him to change that picture.
We're going to really see him on Saturday. Luis, you think Angel's going to want to take a picture with KARISMA?
Yeah, then we're going to have to make that picture a little more sparkly.
There you go. Angel, I would love to see women's title match this Saturday. This match is going to bang. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Antonio Mendoza, what's up, KARISMA?
Hey, how's it going?
Acting is definitely a big part of wrestling. You have to know how to sell it.
Amen to that.
Amen to that, but you actually have to learn how to wrestle.
Yeah.
Randy St. Louis, big fan also. Good evening, excited for Saturday.
Yes. Don't you dare. I love it. I love it.
Damn, Angel, change the.
Ándale.
One of the voice of NTL is our ring announcer, Diana, who's a super talented ring announcer. I don't know if you had the pleasure of meeting her, but you will meet her this weekend.
Yeah.
She's on Instagram right now. And she says, it's hard for us spouses, but we know how much it means to you all. And you're clearly a wonderful luchadora. Felicidades.
Aw, gracias. Thank you.
Diana, she's married to a super wrestler. So, they travel together whenever she's on shows to do the ring announcing, but there's times where he flies out and stuff. So she really understands your point of view. Yeah. But she's awesome. You'll meet her this Saturday. She's really great. And Angel, now you're in trouble, KARISMA, because now you're gonna have to take a picture with Angel.
I'm down. I'll take all the pictures in the world.
And that's the one thing that you will have is the fans at NTL. They love taking pictures, but they also love supporting you with merchandise. So if you have your merchandise, make sure you bring it.
I will. That's good to know because I
T-shirts, whatever you have, they love to support the talent with all the merchandise. Our fan base is really, really strong, and they really appreciate everyone that comes in. So,
dang, I hope I have enough. Shoot, I gotta make sure I'm ready.
Diana, see you then. Seguro que sí, Diana. And then Angel here. Diana is the best. Looking forward to see Diana. Diana's really, really good.
Yeah.
So what's 2024 was very starting, and like I was mentioning to you that hopefully this is the beginning of a couple more bringing you more and more often.
Yeah, I hope so.
But what are your goals for this year?
Goals for this year are to cross some more states off of my list, just travel more and see more of the US because of wrestling, to really add to my repertoire and learn some new stuff and get some more impactful stuff under my belt, impactful moves, and to just wrestle more women, just to, because it's not, we're wrestling each other and we are opponents, but like I learn something from every match. I learn something that either I can do better or just have realizations about, how I can hone my craft. And I always have takeaways from every match. So I'm always grateful for, my opponent, whether I love them or don't love them so much. But yeah, I would say those are my top goals for 2024 is travel more and wrestle in more places and just build my opponent list, because I'm excited to get out there and show the world what I got and show other women what I got and see what other women got.
Now, how far have you been here in the United States? what's the farthest you've been?
To actually wrestle at this point would be Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the crowd like out there?
There's a lot of kids, and I loved it. There were a ton of kids there. No, the crowd was hot. I was actually really surprised because a lot of my family is from the Midwest area, like that the East Coast Midwest, and I never thought that there would be that big of a fan base for Lucha Libre out there.
Wow.
I was really shocked, but I was pleasantly shocked. Yeah, the crowd was hot. And then actually that same tour, we went to Texas. And that, I mean, obviously I expected a little more of a fan base. And they were hot too. That was a fun time. But yeah, I'm just excited to see other states and see how different wrestling is in different places.
Awesome. Well, here you'll have a good time. I'm pretty sure about it. The only bad part is that you will have to work Zyra, who's.
We'll see how bad that's going to be.
I think it's gonna be really good. I think this match is gonna be a really good match for both of you.
Yeah.
It's going to be like you just said. You said the correct thing. You take away from every match. You take away from every opponent, and that's the right way of seeing it. You know, you have to learn. An opponent will teach you something you've never seen before, or it'll teach you what you're lacking.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And and I don't mean that in a bad way, but a lot of workers don't see it that way, and you're seeing it the positive way, the right way. Like, you know what? Maybe I haven't faced an opponent at this level, and I could learn something from it, or she's showing me what I need, or she's showing me how advanced I am.
Right.
You know, because sometimes you'll be like, wait, I know more than this person, and that's the thing about wrestling. You never stop learning.
For sure.
Makes it a beautiful sport. Big shout out to Tony Magana. This is one of our sponsors down here from Palmdale Feed.
Oh my goodness, that doggo.
Are you into dogs? No.
I love animals in general. I have 3 cats though.
Okay. And then Luis Rosales, can't wait to see her return in March for Kitsunis.
Yes, I'm excited for that. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be down in LA quite a bit actually the next 2 months. I'll be there all this weekend because I have with you guys, and then the next night at West Coast Pro, and then in March for Kitsune.
Awesome. Kitsune is gonna be a really good show. So it's growing. It's growing a lot down here in the SoCal. So this will be really good show. You have any idea who you're working down there yet?
No clue. They haven't told me squat. They haven't told me squat. All I know is what I've seen on social media as far as like who's been announced for the show. Last year for the show, I was in a battle royal, and gosh, it was 12 women total, something like that. Yeah. But I hope to actually have a little bit bigger of a match this year. Not to say that, the battle royal wasn't great, because I faced a lot of different women there, and that was amazing. But I'd be really interested to face one of the girls from Japan. Now that I've gotten a little more experience with Lucha Libre and American wrestling, the Japanese style is becoming more and more intriguing to me.
And that's cool because it's a strong style, and it's one of the styles that every worker should learn and should really be frequent in. With pro wrestling, Lucha Libre, and the strong style, Japan. Yeah. So that's awesome because it makes you a better worker, and it's a faster pace also. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyone that you would like to wrestle?
Like anyone? Ooh, that's a tough one. I would say right now, 2 girls that I've really been looking at that I would love to face, but I'm gonna say my top 1 is Stephanie Becker.
Okay.
She is a badass in every sense of the word,
You know,
and
right?
I would love to face her.
We brought her in last year. She's a great person. She's really, really cool, down to earth. And like you said, she turns it up.
Yeah.
She's a really badass. Right now, she's had some killer matches with Tessa Blanchard in Mexico
Mhm.
City, and they've been putting clinics out there, man. Those two are really going at it pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I had the pleasure of meeting her when they were up here for the New Japan show.
Okay.
And yes, she's the sweetest. She's so chill. She's great to talk to. And that makes me want to share the ring with her even more.
You know what's crazy? Like you see a lot of people on TV and everything, right? And when we brought her in, she's really small.
Yeah, she's so petite, and I love
Right?
it.
Like you see her up there in the ring, you see her doing big stuff, and then when I met her, I was like, "Dude, this is really, she's really
Yeah,
petite,
yeah.
but she's really cool." So Stephanie Becker, and who else?
The other one that I is another one that I've met and I just love her. She's just the sweetest. Is Catalina.
Okay, the other girl from Chile.
Uh-huh. And yeah, I met her when I was out there training. Um, and she's just the sweetest. And like since then, she she was kind of just starting to really like build momentum when I was out there and I met her, and she has just spread her wings and flown since then, and it's amazing.
She blew up big
Yeah.
time. Well, you were out there when she was recently released from WWE, pretty much. Then,
I think so. I think it was shortly after, a little while. So I was out there in May of last year.
yeah, because I believe she was
Might have
released,
been a little bit.
and then I think she went to Chile
Uh-huh.
first. And then she was out there like for a couple months, and then she went to Mexico right about that time, probably in about March or April. So
Yeah, so
probably a month
probably
or two.
shortly before. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, but she's awesome too.
yes.
That's someone that we're looking to bringing in as well. You know, the Night of the Toy has been very successful, so
Mhm.
I'm looking into doing a 3-night tournament.
Ooh,
So
nice.
so that's the plan, and there's so many people on the list. Locally and from all across the United States. We
Yeah.
have a lot of girls that reach out, and I wish I could bring them all.
Right, right.
But I think anything over 8 matches is overkill.
A lot of promoters would disagree with you, and I appreciate you for it.
Well, okay, you see, like you got to take a lot of things in consideration. The one thing you take in consideration is when you have a lot of matches, the guys that wrestle first, they got, if they stick around, they have to stick around for the next 7 to 12 matches. Because I seen cards up to 10, 11 matches, right?
Yeah.
And I'd rather do a 2 or 3 night tournament. You could bring in more
Right.
girls, whatever, and you could do it. It doesn't have to be that long. But our fans in Palmdale, we've done 8 matches just because of storylines, the way it ends up. So, you have to continue the storylines. And we've had 8 matches. And, I'm up there. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. See you next show. And they don't stand up. They
Wow.
more. I'm like, I can't give you guys anymore.
Right.
But it gets draining after a while, especially for the workers, because, you guys are out there waiting. What people don't realize that you guys show up call times usually an hour or two before the doors open.
At least, yeah.
So you're out there already waiting 2 hours even before the fans get there. So
Mhm.
you have to take all that in consideration.
Yeah.
And it gets the days get really, really long.
Long days, and then a lot of times, even with that, then you're traveling before that.
The travel, and then you got to travel afterwards.
Yeah.
It's really, really, it's hard. Like we mentioned earlier, the being a pro wrestler is not as easy as people would think.
No.
This is something that you have to really love what you're doing, because if you don't, it gets really stressful, it gets really hard, and it strains your relationships a lot of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. I mean, there have been lots of times where I've gotten kind of down on myself because it's like my friends, from work will ask me to hang out or do something after work. And I'm like, man, I can't, I have training, or I, gotta go home and get to bed because I got a show tomorrow, or, oh, I got to travel tomorrow morning, so I can't. And yeah, it's hard. I mean, there have been times where I've had to like turn my own mother down for some plans because it's like, and my mom, before, let me put a disclaimer on this, that my mom supports me in this 1000%, and she loves that I do this, and she loves watching me, and she loves, she loves why I'm doing this. But yeah, you make a lot of sacrifices to be successful in this and to actually go somewhere. Otherwise, if you don't make those sacrifices, then you're gonna stay wrestling in a banquet hall in front of 12 people for your entire career. And I want more than that.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. And there are people who are okay with just that. And there are people who want more. And I'm one of those people who wants more.
In this business, honestly, the people that don't want more are those that just want, or like we call them luchadores de Facebook. They just out there to take a picture. That's all they want. They want to have a picture in the ring and put on their profile.
Yeah.
But it's true. Even from our point of view, what helps me run the business and keep it going is the family. Our company is run just by the family. The family. That's the way you involve your family. You
awesome.
you involve them in the business, and that kind of keeps you together, because you don't have no issues. Everything's working as a family, and that's what we call NTL a family. Because I stress, even with our fans, I don't even call them fans. I call them family. We're all family here.
That's awesome.
And the biggest reason is that we have people like Luis Rosales. He drives from downtown LA probably an hour and a half to the shows.
Goodness gracious.
We have fans that live in Anaheim that drive 2 hours to the shows.
Wow.
And we run the monthly show, and every show they're there. And I appreciate them. And that's why we bring in talents like KARISMA, that they ask me, hey, there's this girl up there, we like to see her. We bring them in. They asked me to bring in talents from Mexico. We bring them in. This show is going to be a really good show. We're bringing in, I don't know if you met Robin Alvarado. He trained a lot right there with Bandido also, his gym.
I don't think
probably
so.
When you see him, you'll remember him.
Maybe.
Yeah. He's a super talented wrestler, luchador. So, we bring in people that the fans want to see and everything for that reason, because that's, if they support you, let's give them what they want.
Right.
But that's awesome. So looking forward to this Saturday. What message do you have for La Tóxica?
Ooh, what message do I have for La Tóxica? Well, the biggest message I'd have is just, I'm ready. Like I said, I'm coming into NTLL to make a statement and to show that, it's just one more place that the spectacle of Sparkles belongs. And, like we said, what better way to do that than facing the champion head on. So I hope to give her a good fight, and I hope to bring the sparkles and bring the shimmer, and hopefully leave as a new champion, and hopefully, earn my spot there.
Well, by earning your spot, I believe it's safe to say that your spot's earned and you have a home at NTLL.
Well, thank you.
Now, walking away with the championship, that's it's people don't realize that's a 50-50 possibility off the back.
Yep.
So, right there, it is a strong possibility. She was on Instagram watching us.
Is she?
So, so it's a strong possibility. Anything could happen in wrestling. Wrestling, that's what makes the sport so entertaining because you never know what could happen. And I'm excited for this match. I really, really am excited for this match. I think this match is pretty much a well-balanced match. And we're going to see the sparkles.
Yes, I'm bringing the sparkles. I'm ready. Need to get a little sparklier down in LA.
Get a big shout out to Veronica Camarena. Looking forward to seeing you wrestle.
Hi, Veronica. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to come down. I can't wait.
So, where can people follow you on what's your Instagram? What's your YouTube channel?
Yeah. So everything is at KARISMA PWR. So that's KARISMA, like it says down here, my name with a K. PWR from my home, Pro Wrestling Revolution. And that's across the board. Instagram, Twitter. I think my Facebook is actually PWR KARISMA. I've been called out on that before. My YouTube channel, I believe, is exactly the same. I'm like just getting into putting stuff on YouTube, and it's been really hard for me to figure out, truthfully. I'm not super tech savvy. I figured out Instagram. I love it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of letters here on this one. But if you just search KARISMA K on YouTube, I should come up there. There's a lot of letters at this, at KARISMA K dash goodness knows what else. I'll have to fix that. I'll have to figure out how to fix that.
We gotta get everyone that's watching, go to YouTube.
Everyone, okay.
And we gotta get you subscribers.
Let's do it. Please. I've got videos up there. I've got matches up there. And whenever I get matches, like whenever I get the recordings of my matches, I put them up on there myself because I want the world to see me. I want to show who the Spectacle of Sparkles is, whether I am coming, straight to your city or whether I'm coming through your computer screen. I want you to know who I am.
Okay, so you guys gotta search KARISMA K. The way I found her very easily was KARISMA K Wrestling. And
there you go.
She popped up very simply. She has 82. Now she has 83 subscribers.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Luis Rosales says, yeah, I see your clips on YouTube. Awesome match, including the match against Brooke Havoc.
Yep, and Brooke and I have another match coming up here in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was seeing the build-up for that match. That match is going to be really good. And that match is actually, I think that's Brooke's last match before she goes to Japan, or close to it. So it's
close.
Right.
I'm not sure, actually.
But it's up there, so it's going to be a really good match.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Brooke and I have faced each other lots of times. We had a little bit of a spat going last summer with Pro Wrestling Revolution, and now this is going to be a big one-on-one special guest referee, Nicole Savoy, and it's going to be a banger. I'm excited, but that's in 2 weeks. In less than a week, we have this. So right now, my eyes and my mind and my heart are focused on La Toxica, and I'm ready to bring the sparkles to La Toxica.
And I'm sure she's ready to. Tony Magaña, keep hustling.
Yeah.
Another way. Tamara Miller, hey. So, get it, girl.
Get it, girl. That's right. All of us get it.
I've seen your match against Brooke on YouTube. She was really pissed at the end.
Me and her both.
What happened at the end?
Well, so if it's the match that I think you're talking about, it ended up being a time limit draw.
Okay.
And it was, oh man, the rivalry that she and I had going all summer. We just, all summer it was just her, me. And we just, we kept kind of changing rankings between the two of us, and she'd get one up on me and I'd get one up on her, and then we do this match and it's a time limit draw, and it just pissed both of us off because we didn't want it to end there. So there's a lot of emotion going into this match that she and I have in a couple weeks. Wow.
So it's more of a personal thing now.
Oh yeah. She, Pro Wrestling Revolution has been my home since the day that I started training, and so she is coming into my territory now. Just like, and I can't hate on her for that because that's exactly what I'm doing to Zaira. But so she's got something to prove in 2 weeks, and I've got something to prove on Saturday. So, we're all mixing it up here. It's great.
Wow. Now I want to give a quick reminder. This Saturday, we will see KARISMA take on Zaira La Toxica for the NTLL Women's Championship. There's only general admission left. So if you go on the site, click on general admission, because you'll see all the seats that it looks like it's already sold out, but there's still general admission seats left.
Nice.
Go onto our site or click on the links we're posting. But this will be a great match. No doubt about it. Honestly, one, because KARISMA makes her debut at NTLL, and two, because this is going to be a strong match. I couldn't find a better match to bring you into than this one, because I think people need to see how good you are.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to show.
This is really going to be a great match. Yeah. So get your tickets, and we will see you this Saturday. KARISMA, muchas gracias.
Gracias a ustedes, y nos vemos el sábado.
A quick something for your fans you want to give out before we go?
Oh man, I mean, I love you all. I love all my charismatics, and thank you so much for all your support. And I'm ready to keep killing it. So we're gonna make 2024 sparkly as hell.
That's awesome. So I will see you Saturday, KARISMA. Thank you, and we'll see you guys Saturday.
Thank you, Bandito, for having me. Thank you all. See you Saturday.
Have a good night.
See ya.